Pets can benefit our health in a number of ways, but they also have the potential to make us sick. Veterinarian Dr. Craig Pryor is here to talk about some of the diseases you can catch from your dogs and from your cats. Good to have you with us.
Yes, thank you.
As always. All right, so there are a number of things that we can catch from our animals. I guess, which are the most common ones?
Well, there's a lot of them. So let's talk about the ones we're more familiar with. So
Okay.
we're all used to getting rabies vaccines for our pets, aren't we?
Exactly, yes.
Well, why do we do that? Because rabies can be contracted from pets. Rabies can be given to your pets by skunks, other wild animals, and then your pet comes into your house and gives you rabies. That's why we do rabies vaccines on our pets. So that's a very common one that we don't see very often now because we've really almost eliminated it from pets. We only get a couple of reported cases every year, but that's a very common one. So other ones you see, we see routinely ringworm. So ringworm is not a worm, it's actually a fungus, and very common in cats. Some cats can be carriers, and you hear about kids getting ringworm, people getting ringworm. Well, you're probably picking it up from your pet.
Okay.
There are more serious ones. So hookworms and roundworms are intestinal parasites of dogs and cats, very common in puppies and kittens. And you know they shed their eggs in the stools, they go through a larval change, and you can pick them up, and they can have serious consequences for us. So that's why you should be taking your dog and cat to the veterinarian on a regular basis, at least once a year. They need to be on year-round parasite prevention provided by your veterinarian, because we want to not only keep your pets healthy, but your family healthy. Because if we can stop your pet from having parasites, we can stop your children from getting parasites.
Okay.
And it's very common. Look, dog parks are just full of parasites.
Yeah.
And your dog goes to the dog park and plays with a ball that's lying in the grass. Well, that ball's probably rolled through feces that's contaminated with stools.
Yeah.
Your dog plays with it, and then comes and licks you in the face. You can pick up a parasite that way.
Okay.
There's also bacteria you deal with. So there's a bacteria that lives in dog saliva, and you let your dog lick your face. There was a guy a couple of months ago, it wasn't in Nashville,
Yeah, I remember
who ended
that
up with
story.
his arms and legs amputated from this flesh-eating bacteria that he contracted from his dog. That's a normal bacteria found in the mouth of dogs. That's the type of thing we're dealing with. People now like to get on the bandwagon of raw diets are healthier for your pets. The CDC has a published paper that shows that dogs fed raw diets, 60% of these dogs shed salmonella, which is a serious bacteria, into the environment. And then you think about fleas and ticks. So fleas actually can transfer typhus, Bartonella, other types of bacteria and infections. Ticks, we call them vector-borne zoonosis. They transmit Lyme, Ehrlichia, and Anaplasma, and they can actually, to come in on your dog or a cat and then drop off into your environment in your house and get on you or your children and bite you, and you can pick up Lyme, Anaplasma, Ehrlichia, one of these diseases as well. Which can be extremely serious as well. So there's so many things. I mean, I can just keep on going and going. There's so many different things. So the bottom line is your dog, your cat need to go to your veterinarian on a regular basis so that you can have these discussions with your veterinarian on how best to protect your pet, because protecting your pet is protecting your family.
As always, great information there. Thank you for being with us. You can contact your veterinarian if you have any questions about anything that Dr. Pryor just mentioned.